Now,
Yes.
you mentioned tight end. This is an area of concern for the Bills. Look, they signed Tyler Kroft, who, by the way, I mean, Tyler Kroft is a nice player, but it's not exactly like he's Gronk. He was going to come in and be, I think, a pretty average tight end. However, he broke his foot the first day of OTAs. He may not be ready for the start of the season. I think he's going to miss most of training camp.
Yeah.
And if that's going to be the case, you might see him start the season on PUP, which means the first 6 games. It depends on how he's recovered, but I'm not holding out hope that we're going to see Tyler Kroft all too soon. So now the Bills, Leo, they're down to Jason Kroom, who I think has a lot to prove.
Yeah.
They drafted Dawson Knox, who's
now,
a third-round pick who didn't do a whole lot in college. Not his fault. They just didn't throw it to him. Keith Tobridge is in there. Lee Smith they brought back to be a blocker. Tight end's a problem. It always has been in Buffalo, and it still is.
And it would have been still if Kroft didn't break his foot. Come on, let's be honest.
That's what I mean. He's an average guy, I think.
Now, Dawson's getting a lot of ink. People are high on him. It was a great pick and all this good stuff. Again, though, he had no college numbers to. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if Gronk came out of retirement and
signed with the Bills?
That'd
be nice, wouldn't it? He can still play, I'll bet. Look, Dawson Knox, I liked the pick when they made it, and then he got a lot of practice time with the Kroft injury. He really did, so that was nice. I mean, in a roundabout way, it's not good that Tyler Kroft got hurt, but if Dawson Knox, they spent a third-round pick on this kid, so they think highly of him. If that injury ends up being a good thing for Knox, maybe it helps the Bills. Maybe he comes in and he's going to be the starter.
I think with, Sal, I would love, and again, it's been forever since they had a tight end that was really productive in the passing game. But you know what? They'll probably get by. Beasley will be their short. They'll be their short chain mover, and then they got the 2 deep guys going, and then Zay Jones in the middle. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to. I guess I don't have a lot of high expectations for tight end again. I'm always wishing, because I love the tight end position. But it just seems to pass the Bills by, and I think they're going to have to get by again on. I think when they brought back Smith, when they barely all this, we need a blocker. Well, I guess that's where we're going again, is a blocking tight end.
And Sean McDermott wants to run the ball, so he needs tight ends who can block. It may be a case too where they leave the tight end to pass protect, because like I said, they've got some nice targets. We haven't even factored in LaShawn McCoy and Frank Gore coming out of the backfield. So they've got some targets in the passing game that they may not need that big production right away at tight end.